These died before I could get a full garden video, but I have them filmed and pictured on their own. They were huge. The whole plant is gigantic, as you can see. Grew triple the size. Every year it grew another size. See the yellow ones over here that came up? Yellow and white. It's the only one that did that. And these are actually light blue and violet compared to those. This one is so awesome. This will look better in a couple weeks. And so will this. Snapdragons and snapdragons are regrowing after being beat down a little bit, but there'll be a lot of stuff growing in there. It's June 2nd, I think. The weather is... Oh, you know what? I forgot something. Just want to get this on camera for myself, too. I'll explain in a second here. Don't know what these are. This is probably a weed, so I might have to get rid of it. There's a few over there, but... So what I just wanted to do, there's tomatoes and peppers and stuff in here, but we got whacked with 40 degrees, 38 degrees, 42 degrees overnight, and it's doing it again, so I'm not sure if these little peppers and tomatoes will be alright or not. This is parsley and snapdragons, and then a whole bunch of stuff you probably can't see in the back right now. I leave the clover. I trim, and it's got to be trimmed again, some of the grassy stuff. But I leave the clover for the honeybees, and because it doesn't really bother it. I only trim it if it's trying to get too invasive. You'll see parsley from 2 winters, it made it through. Celery from 2 winters, it made it through. And these are finally attracting the only kind of bees that can be on these lupine or bumblebees, as you can see that guy, maybe see him flying around. They're the only thing besides a hummingbird moth and a hummingbird that can get in there. So the parsley is just awesome. You'll see that other one trying to get in. He can't get in. They don't know how to get into there. Only the hummingbird moth and the bumblebees. So I don't know what this orange guy is. And then these spread like crazy, those violas. They spread on their own. Even when I clipped them, they spread. Gladiolus was only supposed to come up twice. It's now coming up 3 times. Not only is it coming up 3 times, but it must have produced, and by the way, if you don't know what gladiolus is, it's those fins that are coming up. So I planted 3 there. Look at how many there are. It produced more bulbs, I guess. So not only is it coming up after the 2nd year into the 3rd, but there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 bulbs. It looks like 5 of them will be healthy. So that's cool. Some of these flowers, I don't know what they're going to be. They were in a wildflower mix, and these might be giant marigold, but I don't think they are, so I don't know. And this plant here looks awesome, but I don't know what it is because it didn't come up last year. I'm not sure if you can see it with the, they're like violet. I don't know what they're going to be. They look like they're going to bloom soon. Let's see if I can get a shot without shaking the camera in the sun, but I can't see. Maybe you guys can see because of the glare, but it'll be interesting to see because there's a whole handful on the other side and I have no clue what it is. These are so beautiful even though they're almost done. So beautiful. This guy here in the front doubled its size. The little guy doubled its size. They all actually doubled its size. This might have tripled its size. Great stuff. This poor little guy gets mashed every year. Should be really big. Surprised it even is still alive. But bikes, skateboards, everything like that. They crushed one of them, but this one's still there, so it's got a chance. This will get going in a few weeks. This is the wildflower section here, and it has a whole bunch of other stuff like dwarf sunflowers, and then there's 2 marigolds here. Excuse me, not marigolds, but they are there. Snapdragons and snapdragons. This is another lupine. That doesn't do as well because it's really, really shady, but it still does pretty decent. And then over here, got this. These are violas, and I think blanket flowers, but I'm not sure. Find out soon enough. And as always, the shot of the mountain. I have that kind of tree right out my back window here, but it's already bloomed. Tons and tons of bees are on it when it's like that white. It's really cool to see out the window, and then they turn to berries. I think in the fall or the winter, I can't remember. And they turn into berries, and these big birds come and eat it. So there's the mountain. June 3rd. There was double the amount of snow on that last week. We've had about, on average, 78 degrees, but we had a 2 or 3 day span where it was 85, and then now it's back to like 70 to 75, which would have been normal for this time of year 10 years ago. By June 3rd, all through May, it should be 85 degrees, sometimes even 90. It was getting increasingly hot. Okay, so every day this gets better, but I don't know if you'll be able to see the colors like I see. But they're looking awesome, and the landscapers left them, so that's good. So there's, well, anyway, there's those violets. It's shady over here now. This will be the same as the one across the way. There's snapdragons and there's wildflowers, those orange guys. There's a whole bunch of different things. Marigolds, sunflowers, blanket flowers. But hold on. So you can probably pick up some of the pink, the deeper blues. I showed you that violet. There's even burgundies and stuff, and they let them grow, so that's cool because it's starting to fill in the empty space, and it looks really nice. And then once this starts growing, this will look really cool too. Let's see if you can kind of see it better this way. You might see it, I can't now. Before I could see it, maybe you can't. So this is what it would look like looking at the mountain when these things start growing. And as it gets a little more, a couple weeks here and there, it will get better and better. To give you an idea what these wildflowers are, and I don't know what they are, but you see how you can have like a whitish pink, a pink, and then a deeper purpley blue, and then a lighter purpley blue. So they're really, really cool. And over here there's a shaded tree this way. So that helps these guys. And again, the same as the other box there. And this one gets more water, so I don't have to water it on my own too much. You can see. And if you were sitting here under this tree, you would see that. Okay, let's see if I could show you something interesting. So the mountain is this way. Now we're looking west. See that snow-covered hill? That's a big mountain range. I'm going to show you something so cool. So my apartment building is right here, and I'm like sort of next to the road, but on the inside. So watch that with all that white and all that snow. There's a lot of snow there. That shouldn't be there. Well, it's good that it's there, but it's never there in the 8 years plus that I've been here. So there's a ton of snow there, really a lot. Now I'm going to bring you to my balcony and look at the same mountain ridge that's not too far from there where I go look for rocks and stuff, and show you something. Alright, notice something about that. So right where that mountain ridge meets this tree over here, that's right where all that snow was, literally right there. See how there's nothing? There's absolutely nothing there. That is just so bizarre. It's like the same elevation and everything. It's just weird the way things happen in this state. Climate-wise, from one town to the next is absolutely bizarre. 100-mile-an-hour winds here, 5 minutes away, nothing. No snow here, 10 minutes south of me, 3 feet of snow. It's really bizarre, but I just wanted to show you that because I think that's amazing. Because like back home in New Jersey, you wouldn't see that. If there was a mountain ridge, the whole place would be filled with snow. It's literally, I mean, you probably can't see it, but there's a gas station sign above that roof right there. And like in a straight line from here to there, it's probably only about 100 yards, 200 yards, 300 yards tops. So to get to that mountain right there on a straight line, because it only takes me like 10 minutes or less to get on the parkway, which would be that way, and then you get off the next exit and go up into those mountains. Like, so you got to go like kind of windy to get there, but on a straight line, that mountain probably, that ridge right there is probably no more than a mile or less. So that just shows you how close that one is, because they're attached to each other. It's so bizarre. I'll just finish up with some stuff on my balcony. This is some food and stuff. I don't have these down in the garden this year. They didn't regrow, but they should, because I left seeds down there. I don't know what they are, but they're awesome. And there's some cosmos and stuff here starting to grow. Tomatoes and just a whole bunch of stuff. Giant celery, more bell peppers, tomatoes. Here's some peppers turning to their yellow now. I'll get some yellow and orange ones. Some more celery and stuff like that. And there's a whole bunch of stuff on my balcony. Alright, so that's how so far June 2nd. I'm thinking in 2-3 weeks when I update it, it should look really good down there. I wish I could have got out earlier. We got a few days of rain, which is very odd. Like serious rain, like 3 or 4 times in a week and a half, so I couldn't get down there. And now those beautiful lupine, those tall giant purple ones and the violet ones, the cones, they're kind of spent right now. So I don't have a full video of those, but I did get them individually as they were growing. So yeah, we'll see you on the next update. Again, just let you go with the mountain view. Love yous all. Bye.